two books which I really like. One is on the methodological side, the Bhagavad Gita. That is something which gives a life lessons. That is basically very, very favorite quote, which is for everyone, is Karmanye Vadikaraste ma phalesh kadachmi. So that is one thing. Another book which I liked too much was The Alchemist. So that is also, you get from that book, the journey is more beautiful probably with the destination. So that is how I am enjoying it. So every time there are new things are coming, and if you want to be relevant, you have to be updated. There is nothing called tough journey or maybe easy journey. Journey is always enjoyable. You have to take whatever comes in front, and that is how I have been taking it.
Welcome, Mr. Dubey. Thank you so much for joining this exclusive interview of StartupLanes. And I am Sanjana Kapoor. And as I told you, I'm Senior Manager of Finance and Investment Banking Department. So first, let's start. I would like you to please give an introduction to our audience.
Yeah. So good evening, everyone. This is Anand Dubey. I started my journey, you can say that is basically from a place called Gorakhpur. I am born and brought up there. Then I did my chartered accountancy and joined Vedanta in 2007 and worked in various profiles and various locations. Worked as a, you can say, management trainee. Thereafter, I was a unit business controller, project controller, then was CFO for Karnataka operations, then CFO for Goa operations, then went to South Africa, worked as a finance head for one of the South African operation, came back to India in Odisha, worked as a CFO for Ferroalloys Corporation, and from May 2022, I'm working as a CFO for ESL Steel Limited. So this is in brief about me.
Thank you so much, sir. And we would like to know that how and when did you join ESL Steel Industry?
Yeah, so ESL, I joined as a group transfer. So I was, as I told you, that I joined Vedanta in 2007 and worked in various profiles. So now, when I was there in Ferroalloys Corporation, so there I was there from 2020 to 2022. And on May 1st, this opportunity came where I have been asked to look for the opportunity at ESL, and then I opted for it, and that is how I joined ESL Steel Limited as a CFO.
All right, sir. So our audience would also like to know about your professional journey so far. We would like to know, how was your journey till now? Was it tough? Was it easy?
See, a journey is journey. So it is all about that how you enjoy it. So till now, it has been very, very interesting, very much learning because this is my first company and where I'm working for a long time. So each and every profile, whatever I have handled since 2007 till now has taught me something. So I have enjoyed whether it is a role in Goa or whether it is role in Africa, whether role in Odisha, whether role in Jharkhand. So everything comes with new opportunity, new learning, and that is how I am taking it forward.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. So my next question to you is that I'm sure that you must have faced difficulties also and challenging times also during your journey at StartupLanes. So our audience would like to know that how you have tackled those challenges.
See, there are only two kind of challenges which are there as per me. One, there are certain challenges or issues which is not in your hand, which is basically something you can't solve it. Okay, and there are something which actually you can solve. So so there is a base which I see it, that something what I can solve, I actually put all my mind in resolving the challenges or solving the issues. And what is in not my hand or not something which is you can say a kind of thing which is external word, that we try to do or solve only to the extent it is solvable. Other than that, we don't put too much energy and too much, you can say, mind on that, what is not solvable.
All right. So my next question to you is that, what do you think? Is it necessary to keep yourself updated? And how do you keep up to the latest trends in the industry?
Yeah, so this is a very you can say a kind of very good question, because many times we think that is the end of the journey, because if you start or if you stop learning, that means you are stopping almost living, because every day comes with a new kind of challenges. Every time there is a change which is happening in the industry, whether it is your own industry, whether it is a taxation structure, whether it is a financial things. So this is how I take it. And to get myself updated, there are various ways how we take it up. One is definitely using optimum use of the internet, that how I can get the latest updates. Another thing, how we see it basically is reading books, reading the journals, and also maybe a very good networking and the connections with my colleagues, because there are also a lot of updates which comes in.
So my next question to you is that how can your followers become like you?
So one thing I would like to say, means there is nothing called followers, or there is nothing called becoming someone because everybody who is there in this world, I believe that everybody has a very unique capabilities and very unique kind of character. You can get some of the traits, some of the, you can say some of the qualities of a particular leader, but you should not be trying to become something like this. And that is how I also follow. I know there is something good in one person, but nobody is perfect, including me. So there is something good what I have learned from others, something good what I have developed. Similarly, I would suggest to everyone that look at you, where you are good, develop those traits. What you are not having, try to develop those things with the help of following someone, or try to behave in that particular fashion that you actually know that particular topic, or you actually behave like that. And then how you will become, you can say, a kind of perfect, I should not use the word, you will become a better person day by day.
Okay, so related to this question only comes my next question, which is, what is your success mantra? And just in the previous question, you spoke about your favorite quote from Bhagavad Gita also. So how would you relate it to your success?
See, the one thing is very clear that there is no success mantra kind of thing. There is something which is, we see a lot of things we talk. So you have to focus that what is actionable from your point of view. And every time, and that the quote what I told, that karmanye vadikaraste, is basically what is in your limits, what is in your hands. Try to focus on that, try to complete that activity, and then that is how you will actually get the results. If you try to manage which is not a lot, which is actually within somebody else's control, then you will lose what you could do and what actually that person will also do. So let others do what is their focus areas, and you should focus on what is actually controllable or actionable from your side. That is how I have managed till now.
That's great, sir. So my next question to you is, our audience would like to know that, first of all, what's your daily routine? And secondly, how many hours a day you work?
Okay, so there is when you reach up to a level, there is no counting of the hours what you work. It is almost we live our job, and the routine, if you ask, like starting with the morning maybe around 6 and sleeping night at around 1. In between, whatever is required, we do everything. We live business, and that is how I have been doing it.
Okay, sir. So how do you balance your professional life and family life?
This is something very interesting question, because people talk about work-life balance and everything. My funda is that make work as your life. You will never have problem of work-life balance.
Okay, and how you are able to give time to your family also?
Yes, that is something like family also respect it. That is how we have been like grown up, because this is something where like work is part of life. So if I am with family, I am not with family, every time there is a balance will automatically get created, because family is also a priority, work is also a priority. So what priority actually prevails one over other, that you will get it.
Okay. So in the previous questions, you spoke about your journey, you spoke about your career. So my next question is related to that only, that what advice would you give to a 20-year younger of yourself?
So 20-year younger will be too young, but definitely who is starting the career, or who is actually just coming to the industry or starting any business. So there are one thing, recently I have written a quote also on my LinkedIn. So where I see any work, whatever we do, and you can do it repeatedly only when there is an element of all the time newness is there in the business, or newness is there in the profile, and that can come either you have the basic fundamental of owning the business or owner's mindset, what we say, or it is basically you are doing it in an innovative way all the time. So innovation and the owner's mindset, these are two things very important. If you do job like job, it will remain a job. But if you really want to enjoy the work what you are doing, start thinking how a owner, how a businessman will actually think about the business. Try to behave in the same fashion. You will actually like it and you will enjoy it.
Right, sir. So any mistakes you did in the past which you regret today?
Mistakes are for learning. There is no regret. So whatever you can say, whether mistake or whether anything which went well, there are a lot of things which we do on a routine basis. But I see the most important thing in life is taking a decision at a particular time. And because not taking decision is the most, you can say, the dangerous thing. So if I have taken a decision, probably decision might have gone correct, decision might have gone wrong. But wrong has taught me that what I should not do. And actually, if decision has gone well, then that has taught me that how actually I should be doing it.
My question was, where would you see yourself today if you wouldn't have picked up this career?
So that is something which doesn't come very often in my thoughts, because this is something which I have chosen by choice. It's nothing like that. So whatever I'm doing, I'm enjoying. Probably if I would not have been there where I am, probably I would have been somewhere else doing the same job, same work, with the same passion.
So if not in ESL steel industry, somewhere else at the same position.
Yes.
All right, sir. So my last question, any message for youngsters of India, for the freshers, for the ones who are looking for aspiring career in any field, any message for them?
Yeah, that is something which I told earlier also. There are two things. One, whenever a youngster joins, there are a lot of things which people start thinking from the day one that I should be doing only this job. Any job, what is given to you, anything what is allotted, there is a meaning to it. And if I remember my articleship days, when first day which we were given the filing job to make the files properly. So nothing is that everything is required to be learned in life. You have to learn it, take everything seriously, do your best in that, whatever you are doing. And two things, always remember, whatever you are doing, have the owner's mindset. Again, I'm repeating, this is something which is founder's mindset, what we say, that is very, very important. And never hesitate to take a decision. So these are the two things which I always tell my people to do it. And that is how I have been telling.
All right, sir. So here we come to the end of this exclusive interview. Thank you so much for giving us your time, sir, and the valuable knowledge which you have shared with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sanjana. It was very nice talking to you.
Same here, sir. It was my honor and a great privilege to connect with you today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.